Okay, so the plan today is to do an uncut video. I'm going to be fishing docks out of my kayak. I got 5 dozen hand-picked shrimp. Let me show you what we got here. Got some decent, really good sized shrimp that we're going to be fishing with, live shrimp. And also, I have a rod rigged up today with a voodoo shrimp. Now, I very rarely fish with a voodoo shrimp, but what I figured is if I can get some snappers going around these docks hitting shrimp, I'll throw a voodoo shrimp up there and probably be able to catch them once we get them biting pretty good. That's going to be a lot of fun. 20-pound test braid. Both of these rods are identical. 4,000 size spinning reels, 7-foot long medium power rods, 20-pound test braid, 20-pound test fluorocarbon leader. On the other rod, I have this one rigged up with a 1/0 circle hook. So let's get on with this fishing adventure. I got a bunch of residential docks here that I'm going to be fishing. We're going to start out with this row of docks right here, and then we probably got another 10 or 15 docks on down the way. I don't think we're going to have to go that far to catch fish today, because there's always plenty of fish around all these docks that are in here. So I'm going to get over here where I lost 2 snook the other day. It's a dock that I catch mangrove, snapper, redfish, and snook on. And I'm probably going to just start out throwing the live shrimp here. Let me get this place a little bit more organized. Okay, net is on this side. Easy to grab. Okay. Looking pretty good here. Yeah, I've been fishing this area for out of the kayak for probably 3 years now. After a while, you kind of get to know which docks hold what kind of fish, right? So this first dock right here that we're gonna fish, I never fished that one that I just passed. I just passed one. This dock right here and the next one always hold mangrove, snapper, reds, and snook. So this first little dock right here sometimes holds some really nice mangrove snapper. See if we can make something happen here. I'm gonna spot lock it up. I'm just free lining these shrimp, no weight at all. Let them swim naturally. I like to hook my shrimp from underneath. I flip them over like that with the legs sticking up right in front of the black spot, put the hook in and bring it straight out through the top of the head so that it's just like that. It helps hide the hook and helps that shrimp to swim naturally. So, all right, here we go. Oh, first cast. I whacked it up against the dock, a little bit further away than what I like to be. Still have to do some rearranging here. I don't like my setup. Gotta get my net further out of the way. But anyway, we got a bait in the water. We're messing around with this stuff. Here we go. Fish on. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh yeah. Look at that. Keeper mangrove snapper on the first shrimp, guys. Look at that. First cast, first shrimp. It's probably a 12-inch mangrove snapper. He swallowed the circle hook. So much for using circle hooks, right? Let me measure this guy. We'll make sure he's... Oh my, that was just too darn easy. I was messing around. He was down there chomping on it. Oh, he just pooed all over. Oh yeah, he's, I pinch his tail. Guys, 11 1/4. We got us a keeper snapper. Yum, yum. Since I'm gonna keep him, I'm gonna work on getting my hook out here. Let me see. Hey, I think I can get it. He did swallow it though. So much for circle hooks, keeping from choking them, right? Man, he choked that thing good. Yeah, I don't want to. There we go. Look at that, I even got my shrimp back. The whole thing. Do you think I can throw that back up there and catch another one? I'm just gonna lay this guy down here. He might make a little noise. He's not feeling too good at the moment. Let's throw this bloody shrimp up there, see if we can get another one. Oh, dude, that one went right up underneath the dock. Nice. Heck yeah. I'm getting a hit already. We got some. Two hits. Three. It's got to be just like a head left is all. Oh my gosh, I caught him. Oh, that's another one, guys. That's another fine snapper. Look at that. Another good one. He's not a keeper though. He's probably about 8.5 inches. 2 casts and 2 fish. Nice. Man, these are some really good sized shrimp. I'm loving this. Just absolutely loving this. The big shrimp, you can anchor your vessel further away from the dock. It keeps you from spooking the fish, right? So, see if we can get another one here. I want to slip back up in there, this dock right over here. That dock that's got the boat on it. I lost 2 snook there the other day. Look at that, snappers, snappers. That's a sign of a snapper. They just cut them right in half. And we'll give him the head. See if we can get them on a head here. These fish are hungry, man. Hungry. Yeah, let's put another shrimp on, throw it up there and see what happens. Still haven't made that's the cast I wanted to make. I like to get it all the way back up underneath the dock. The current's flowing this way just a little bit. If I can get it further over that way, oh, there's a hit. There we go, fish on. Fish on. Yeah, buddy. We got plenty of snappers under this dock. That's a little guy. I'm gonna throw that voodoo shrimp up there. See if we can get them to hit it. We know we got snappers. See ya. So, with the voodoo, what I did is I brought some Procure along with me. This is inshore saltwater, so it's kind of like a multi-scented Procure. I don't know if these voodoo shrimp have any kind of scent to them. I couldn't smell anything just then, but we'll put a little bit on here, see if we can get a snapper to be attracted to this little shrimpy here. Oh, there we go. That's why all the flies were in here. I had a shrimp left over for you from the other day. There were like flies everywhere, man. I'm like, what is going on? All right, yeah, we got them going on the shrimp. Let's flip this voodoo up there and see if we can get them to hit it. He hit it. I felt him whack it good. Yeah, they don't hit the artificial like they hit the real shrimp. I wonder if I put a little piece of shrimp on here, because I got this shrimp head just to make it smell more like a shrimp, right? Put a little bitty piece of shrimp on the hook. See what they do with it. Let's see what they do with it. He just looks like a deformed shrimp now. No, they're not going to hit it. No, they are definitely all about the live shrimp. Okay, let's move over to the next dock. We'll put a good hurting on this one. Now this next dock, I like to get in behind where this boat is, right here. I like to get up inside. I have had better luck being on the inside casting this dock. I can get further into where I call it the heart of the dock, and it's where there are the most pilings that support the dock, right? Just gonna ease up here quietly because, oh no, I spot walked. There were a couple nice snook up in here. I lost one about 23, 24 inches the other day. Well, I am having fun like crazy already, man. So it's been raining for a couple of days, and finally the rain cleared up. I was so glad they had some live shrimp at the bait shop. Give you guys a look here. You can see there's a lot of good looking stuff. That mangrove in the dock there, and then we got all these mangroves over here. We got this dock, but usually where the snook are hanging out right up in there. So good for snook, reds, and snapper. Anytime that I can fish free line with a shrimp, you know, if the water's not like extra deep, there's not a ton of current, like there's hardly any current. Oh, big shrimp just jumped out. Get back in that bucket. There's hardly any current, and we have low winds today, which is really good. But okay, let me tilt this camera a little bit up, just a smidgen. There we go. All right. Give it a cast right up there in the, kind of in the heart of the dock. You guys see where I'm at? Let's see if we can get a snook to hit. The other day I didn't realize it. I had 15-pound test on my rod, and I usually fish with 20 or 25. Today I have 20. But I had been fishing in the Biscayne Bay area with Alex, and he gave me some 15-pound test. That's what he was getting the trout on, I think. And I had forgotten that I had rigged my rod up with that 15-pound test, and I lost 2 snook in here. Both of them broke me off. A little later in the day today from when I had that kind of action the other day. I need to reposition my kayak just a little bit. Wind kind of blew me into an area where I can't quite get right up underneath where I want to be. Okay, gotta move this camera a little bit. Give this guy a cast. Oh yeah, nice cast, JC. Oh, it's wrapped. It's all wrapped up. No, oh, it's on the conduit. My electric motor's all wrapped up. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go up there. unfortunately. Darn it. Not a good cast at all, JC. I put it right between it went right between that small space in the piling, and then when I tried to reel it back, it got caught on the conduit right there. Actually, I think it was caught on a barnacle. Okay, well, we just blew this dock out. Unless we go around on the other side. Weren't really getting anything on it anyway, but let's cast. Let me back out of here. I think what I want to do, I want to cast this dock. That's when I was just getting the snappers on from the other side. Woo! Make you guys dizzy spinning you around. See if we can get a snapper here. Well, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon. My goodness. Just poured rain all morning. Oh, there's a hit. I missed him. Poured down rain this morning. Uh-oh, wrong side of the piling. Recast out. And now it's just nice and cool out here. Get a good flowing tide until like, I think 6:30, 7 o'clock. I mean, almost until sunset, we have a good tidal flow. I am surprised that I have not caught a redfish underneath this dock right here, because, oh, he cleaned me out. Little sneaker. I've caught so many redfish under this dock. Not even funny. It is funny. All right. Let's see here. We got a redfish that wants to play today. Come on, Mr. Red. Oh, 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 oh. Dude. Oh, oh, oh. It's a snook. Look at a little snook. I thought it was a red. Here I was talking about reds, and then I thought it was a mangrove snapper. Little snook just grabbed that thing and took off with it. You know, I call it the snook shake, right? You can grab them like this, you can hold them upside down and they won't shake, but the moment you stick your finger in their mouth, they do that shake. Cute little guy. All right, thanks, buddy. Thanks. There we go. All right. Having a good old time here. It's always a good idea after you catch a snook. Their teeth are like extra coarse sandpaper, and they'll rub on the leader. Got to check your leader. He rubbed on that one pretty good. I might just switch over and put a hook on my other rod that's got, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. Wait a minute. All right, 2-foot leader. I like to have a really long leader. I want to leave that I want to stick with the plan, man. So real quick, I'm going to tie a uni to uni knot. I'm going to put a new leader on here because this one's short. It's only about 1.5 feet long. I like to have a no less than like 3 foot long leader. All right, get in there. I'm using the Seagar brand 20-pound test. This is the pink line, and because it's only 20-pound test, I tie this on with a uni to uni because I'm tying it on the 20-pound test braid. It's even better if you're using like 10 or 15-pound test braid. Usually when I get up to like 25-pound test leader, I like to tie the FG knot. It takes a little bit longer, but we're not casting very far today, so the uni-to-uni knot is fine. I like to reel it all the way up into the guides on the rod and then cast it, so the FG knot is always a lot slimmer. Knot for doing that. You guys notice I don't multitask very well. Like, there's these pauses in between my conversation when I'm tying a knot. I'm trying to think of what it is that I want to say. I think in general that's the way things are with men, right? It's what I've always been told by the ladies I've had in my life, that men don't multitask very well. I find that to be true. One of the girls that I dated for a long time, craziest thing, she would study for school. Be sitting there studying, get great grades in college. She'd have the TV on, and sometimes she's had the TV and the radio going while she's studying. I could never do that. I have to have it like completely quiet when I study. All right, and I'm tying this circle hook on with just a loop knot. I think a loop knot works just as good as a snell hook on a circle hook. And this 1/0 circle hook is working out pretty good. I'm gonna put this snapper in the cooler, so give me just a second here. I got some bags in here. I'm gonna put the fish in that I'm keeping today. A couple of doubled bags. Somebody encouraged me to do this so I don't have to scrub my cooler out so much. With these smaller fish, you can just bag them up like this and keep your cooler cleaner, right? I suppose. Okay, I am rigged up. Let's get another shrimp on the hook. Flip it back over there on that dock. See if we can get something else here. Wonder if we got another snook up there. These docks always hold fish. All these docks. Year round. Oh, that was a good one there. That was a nice snapper. Year round, come back here and catch fish. Now it's funny, like I always say, I always catch fish when I go kayak fishing. It is so true. If I'd gone shore fishing today, I'd probably wouldn't have caught anything already. I get out here in the kayak, the first 2 casts, I got 2 fish, and I put a keeper mangrove snapper in the box on the first cast. I'm getting hits every cast. I mean, they're just right now. I got one messing around with me here. One that I just lost was a nice fish. That was a good one. That was probably a keeper mangrove snapper. Good fish. He's wrapped around the piling. There he is. That's a nice keeper mang. Nice keeper snapper. Look at that. These docks always hold keeper snappers too. Dude, you can fish certain public places, you know, where it gets a lot of pressure from people. Oh, dude, look at his skin is. He's got some kind of a growth underneath his neck. That's weird. Look at, here. Bring you guys around over here. Look at that little thing right there. Looks like the skin got pulled off. I wonder if I hooked him a moment ago. It pulled his skin off. That's going to be definitely going to be a one for the books. That's definitely a keeper. Yeah, well, I got you guys here. We'll measure him. Oh yeah, he's 11 and a half, baby. Nice. All right, I'm gonna bleed him out real quick. That'll keep him from flopping all over the place, making all kinds of noise. 2 keeper snappers. Amazing. And this keeps up. I can go hunt for some redfish in a little while. Okay, spin you guys back around. Nice. Okay. Man, what have I haven't even been out here a half hour. Probably. 2 keeper snappers. I don't normally like to fish with circle hooks, but today I put a circle hook on there just because I knew there were a ton of snappers around these docks because I had just been here. So I thought it'd be best to use the circle hook. I usually say I hate circle hooks. We're doing pretty good today, actually. Not doing bad at all. Dude, I'm catching the heck out of them on circle hooks today. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I couldn't get them to hit that voodoo shrimp. I threw a live shrimp up there and whack. Got another mang. Okay. Now I want to cast over here around these mangrove trees where the dock meets the mangrove trees. Make a couple casts over there. I don't think I've ever caught anything over there, but I always like to fish it because it just looks so darn fishy, man. Look at this. Look at how fishy that looks, man, doesn't it? I mean, you got the pilings, the shade from the dock, you got the mangrove trees up there. Even that and these mangroves over here too. But, okay. Let's give it a try. I always think it just looks like a primo spot for there to be a redfish right in there. Oh, I threw it in the mangroves. No, I'm hung. Ah, it broke. Darn it. Well, that's weird. Look at that. My line, it did a loop right through. The part of my fishing rod. I got to pull the whole thing all the way through. I'm about to get a mess here, y'all. Well, I didn't lose my leader. I just lost my hook. Okay. Got that. All right, that'll work. And we got some hooks right here. Keeping my pack of hooks handy. To give you guys a little tip here about your hooks. You know, we have these multi-compartment tackle boxes, right? I used to take my hooks out of the bags and I would put them in little compartments, but if you leave your hooks in the containers like this, there's less of a chance of them getting salt water on them when you open your tackle box and you're digging around or whatever, right? Leave them in the packages that they come in when you buy them, and they won't they won't rust because the water won't get on them. That was a terrible flipping cast. I thought it, you know what? I shouldn't say it was a terrible cast. It actually looked like a good cast. Apparently there was a mangrove branch that was under the water, right? Okay, we're gonna cast back up there again. Try it again. No, not close enough. Sometimes you gotta cast and cast and cast until you get it right exactly where you want it. Can't be 2 feet away. A lot of times these fish are laying like, oh my gosh, there's bait everywhere right here. There might be some fish hanging back up in here. There's a school of bait right here. Hundreds of little greenbacks. Nothing's feeding on them though, but I bet there might be some fish back here. Find the bait, find the fish. Let's see. If there is a fish back there, I probably already spooked him. I've been making so much commotion and racket in here. There's a dock back here. Might be hanging out underneath the dock, looking to ambush those minnows when they come by. I'm fishing kind of awkward here. I'm like all twisted around, fishing behind me. See if we got something. Never caught anything on this dock, in this section of the dock, but I always try. Nope, no go, Joe. Okie dokie. Well, I'll make a cast back over here where I cast over there where I got hung up originally. I'm gonna make a move, get repositioned here. Maybe go around on the other side of this dock or in the front of it. I was here the other day, this boat wasn't here. Let's try it right here. See, I was out here on a Saturday. Last time I was here, there was so much boat traffic. Oh my gosh, it was crazy how many boats were out here. Get you a kayak. You can get into places like this and just be guaranteed. I don't know how long you've been watching my videos, but when I first started kayak fishing, I had a 2-door Toyota Solara. I had foam pads. Oh, there's a hit. That's probably a snook. Oh, that was a good hit, man. My line went boom. I don't think he got it though. Yeah, he didn't get it. It's a snapper. It's a snapper hit. He took half of my shrimp. I live on the second floor of an apartment complex, and there's no storage area there. When I first got a kayak, I had to figure out how to make it all work. I used to haul it on top of my Toyota Solara. My first introduction to kayak fishing, I got so hooked. Oh my gosh. I've been hooked ever since. And you can get kayaks now for reasonable prices. It's such a competitive market. I mean, I'm fortunate enough that I have like the very best of the best in kayaks. It's just some good fortune that came my way several years ago because I was making YouTube videos in exchange for some kayaks. You can get some good pedal drive kayaks for reasonable prices. Even paddle kayaks. This area where I'm fishing right here, you would not need a big kayak at all. Little 10-foot kayak, like literally not even a quarter of a mile from the launch. You're fishing residential docks. There's not a lot of current. It's not an unsafe place. Nothing happening here under this dock. It's just not producing. All right, we're gonna move on. We'll hit this next dock here. See if we can make something happen. So many docks got damaged by the hurricanes this year. We had 3 named storms that did a lot of damage. And one of them we took a direct hit. All right, so we got another dock right here. That's a huge house, isn't it? The thing is massive, dude. You gotta wonder if Mark Cuban lives there, or Mr. Wonderful, or some famous actor or rock star or something, you know, vacation home. That thing's probably got 10 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. Yeah, the house has got a bunch of stuff, but the dock's not holding any fish. Not holding any fish at all here. Nothing. It's okay. I'm gonna keep moving down. We got lots of docks to hit. If I don't get a hit within, you know, first couple of minutes pulling up to a dock, I don't spend time there. You'll find a dock that's holding mangrove snapper, and you're gonna get hit right away. Yeah, that's nothing happening here. It's 2 casts. We got nothing. Not a thing. All right, let's kick it up to level 10. Now this dock has got a nice mangrove bush. Let me show you. Look at this nice mangrove tree right here, right next to the dock. I don't think I've ever caught anything here. Look at that, but it looks like a good spot for a red or a snook to be hanging out right there. So I'm gonna cast it right up there in that open space and let the current pull it back underneath the mangrove. Just like that. Let's see if we can pull a fish out of there. It just looks like a great place for there to be a fish hanging out. right up underneath that, the cover of that mangrove. A lot of times redfish will be in that, and snook, will be in those first spans of the dock rather than being out in the deeper water. They're safer from the dolphins the further they are up, you know, closer to the bank. Especially when there's mangrove tree cover. I've said this a few times in the past couple of months on my channel. People are always asking, oh, is that a hit? People are always asking, you know, where's this fishing spot? Where's this location? What city are you in? And I don't reveal locations 99% of the time on this channel. But what I do is I teach people how to catch fish and where to catch fish. Anytime you fish around structure, you're going to find fish. They like to hang around the structure because it provides protection and it also provides food. You know, sheephead will hang out around these docks because they eat the barnacles off the pilings, right? You got your redfish and your snook and your mangrove snapper, and they'll all hang out around these docks because the bait fish huddle around docks for protection as well, and mangroves, structure. And the docks provide shade. Snook tend to like shade a lot. Depends on the time of year, especially during the summertime. I mean, we're kind of in spring here. That's a hit. That might be a red. He got me in the, that might be a red. That's a good fish. That's a good one. I can't see him. Can't see him. He's not pulling like a catfish. That's good. Oh, it's a catfish. when they dig down deep like that, you know, redfish will do that, but when you get a catfish up close to the kayak, he'll start doing that. He's like, I got a catfish, you know? I don't have a de-hooker. I usually just grab them and learn how to grab a catfish. See, my fingers and my hand are away from his spines now. Saltwater catfish have got a toxin in them. So you catch a saltwater catfish, the very worst thing that you can ever do with a catfish is grab the hook and try and shake the fish off. That's a good way to get a spine in your wrist and your hand. You gotta learn how to grab a catfish, you know? Either that or maybe use a de-hooker. I don't know, but all right, we got an ugly old catfish. Stinky old kitty. All right, need to put this mangrove snapper in the cooler now that he's chilled out. We're having a good time here today. I'm telling, the conditions are just awesome for fishing. Low wind. It's an overcast day. Excuse me. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna cast this dock anymore. It's not a dock that I've had a lot of success on. Sometimes these docks they're way up high. You see how high this dock is? The lower the dock, usually the more fish it'll hold. I think they feel more protected. They get more shade when that dock is right down close to the water. Now, this dock right here, past couple of years has been a real great producer for redfish. And turn my, I want to get up a little bit closer because when I hit the spot lock, it's going to push the kayak back. Like right now, I'll hit it. You see that thing will spin around and it'll push me back probably about 10 feet. Yeah, it's pushing me back, pushing me back. Yeah, I got a little bit closer probably than I should have, but I've caught a bunch of redfish off of this dock through the years. Now, I was here the other day and the redfish weren't here. And the only difference is that there's usually two docks. There's usually two boats on this dock, and there's no boats on the dock. So maybe that extra shade, the redfish like it, or maybe just a different time of year. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot here. Let's see if we can find us a red. I hope you guys are enjoying this uncut video. I enjoy making them. I know some people really enjoy watching them. Yeah, see, I'm not getting a hit. If there were reds here, I probably should have had a hit already. How impatient am I, right? Like, just cast it up there and got nothing, got nothing. I caught a big mangrove snapper on this dock the other day though. There's nothing happening here. I'll try and cast in a different spot. The cool thing about kayak fishing is when you dock fish, is you're literally like you're level with the docks. You can sidearm cast and just skip that shrimp right up underneath everything. Same way when you're casting around the mangroves, you can sidearm cast, you can skip your lures, get them right up there in the, oh, there's a hit, there's a hit. You can get them right up there in the little pockets of the mangrove areas. Felt like a little fish. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a keeper mangrove snapper, baby. Nice. Dude, I think he swallowed it. Darn it. Circle hooks are supposed to keep him from swallowing it. He's not a keeper. Oh, I'm gonna have to let him keep the hook. He got it down in there good. Let me see if I can make this guy make 10 inches. 9.5. Well, he's gonna have a sore throat. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the line. That hook is, now let me see here. Let me see, maybe I can get it if I get in through the back area. You can look through the gills of your fish. Oh yeah, I can get it. It's right there. Rather than trying to get it from the front, you can get it out from the back. You just have to be careful not to damage his gills. You can twist it out. Then you can pull it through like that. And then just cut the hook. And then you can pull the line out of the front. There we go. Thanks, buddy. He should be okay. I don't know what happened to my hook. I lost my hook. Said he should be okay. He's just kind of laying there. Let me see if I can give him a... Yeah, maybe he'll wake up in a minute. Dude, I did not traumatize him. I was able to get the hook out. He's just kind of floating along there. Oh, darn. Okay, I'm getting retied with a loop knot. I thought he was bigger than he was. It's a good fish though. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Shrimp is the ticket. These 1/0 circle hooks are working out fine too for these snappers. Even the little ones. These fish are hungry, man. I mean, for these snappers to be swallowing circle hooks. I know, a lot of it has to do with the fisherman not setting the hook quick enough. I let him eat it probably a little too long there. Obviously. I'm going to move around to the front portion of the dock. There were quite a few snappies hanging out on the front side of this dock the other day. Actually, I can probably reach them pretty good from here for casting. I have a little more structure to try and get through, but I can reach the front area of the dock better here than up there. When I'm over there, there's only like a 2.5 foot span I have to cast through. Got a little more room here for getting it back up under the dock around the pilings. Come on, fish. Things have kind of slowed down. That first dock was loaded, wasn't it? Not going to spend a lot of time here if we're not getting hits. Got to keep this video moving. Y'all just sit around and have to listen to me gab all the time. I guess I'm trying to teach you a few things about how to store your hooks, how to unhook fish that are got it way down in their throat, how to rig, where you're gonna find fish. I always say, you know, fish structure, but I do a lot of shore fishing for snook, and you know, you catch snook and reds and trout on the flats also. Find areas that have grass on the bottom. They like to hang out in the sandy potholes. Yeah, this dock is not producing today. The other day I got a couple of nice snappers off of it. I had that one. Now, I don't really, I got a mangrove edge here. I don't really fish this very often, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make a couple casts along this mangrove edge, especially on the point. My shrimp's gone, but I didn't feel a bite. Let's see if we got a snook hanging out up here. It just, there's not current, but it just looks snooky up there. Right? It just looks really snooky. Oh, mullet jump. Yeah, there's no current. Doesn't matter how snooky it looks, you gotta have some current, unless there's some bait. but it really looks good. It's a lot of shade, some deep cove areas here. And we're kind of on a high tide, so there's good water level that the fish could be pushed up in the shade here, hiding in these in the structure of the mangroves, waiting for a bait fish to swim by or something. So, right here in the video that I uploaded the other day, I was saying, doesn't that look good right up there? It looks deliciously good. And I caught a little snook. Let's see if we can pull one out of there. I just casted it right up there in the heart of all of that, the dock and the shade, and the mangroves. That was not a toot, guys. That was my foot rubbing on the kayak. What's going on here? Is it the bite like shut down because it's the middle of the day? What's going on here? Let's take a look at the tide. It's 3 o'clock. I'm pretty sure this tide is supposed to run until like 6 o'clock or something. 11. Yeah. 6:58 is the low tide. We got a lot of time on this tide. Maybe it's just because I'm not in an area where the current's flowing. We're not getting anything to happen here. Get out towards the end of this big dock. I'm getting a little baby hit here. Like a pinfish or something messing with me. But I do want to fish a couple of the spans here on this dock that are closer to the shore. For some reason redfish like to hang out on these like first 3 or 4 spans of the dock from the shore. Don't ask me why, but they do. Could not ask for a better day. Overcast, cool breeze, good current. And all we need is a fish to pull on our line. Never caught a redfish on this dock. There's a first time for everything. I'm not even spot locked. All right, well, I think we'll just gonna move up here, cast around what I call the heart of the dock, just where the most pilings are in the middle. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pilings, 7, 8, 9. Got like 9 pilings in an 8 foot by 8 foot square area. Yeah, we got some current flowing right here too. So we got a lot of shade from the boat. So let's get that shrimp. Oh, nice cast, JC. Get that shrimp up there in the heart of the dock. Never caught a redfish on this dock, surprising. You know, I've caught snook, mangrove snapper, and sheephead on this dock. This water looks like chocolate milk today because we had so much rain, a lot of runoff. This current's moving pretty good out here. There's a hit. It's been a while since I caught a fish, guys. That's a nice one. That's a nice fish. That's another keeper snapper. Another keeper snapper. Snapper. He's gonna be right there in the wheelhouse, baby. I believe. Oh, don't you get me. Don't you get me. I don't think he's 10. Come on, little fella. Stop moving around. Dude, he is exactly on 10, like 10 and a 16th. See ya. Look at that. Nice. Just about the time I'm saying all we've caught is a catfish in a long time. And then I catch a snapper. We could have kept him, but I know there's bigger snapper to be caught here. Oh, I just whacked my shrimp right on the piling. Poor guy. Like instant death. Look, he's just like, he was straight. Now he's just like, ah, he's totally stunned. Oh my gosh. All curled up. Okay. I'm pretty far away from the dock. Piling's where I'm casting. I'm really having to wing that thing hard. So, come on, fish. We got another snapper up there. We get up on some of these docks that are holding a lot of snapper. I'm going to get out the voodoo again. Throw the voodoo a little bit. God, that just... Every time I come over in this area, I always hope I catch redfish. I got a 22-incher the other day. We're definitely going to hit that dock. It ain't happening here. Let's go around to the front of this dock. I just noticed I got a nice cleaning station on this dock. There's not much shade, the position of the sun. Maybe these fish are hanging out underneath the boat here. A lot of times these reds will hang out in the deeper area of where the boat is at, a lift. Oh, did you hear it go ding? Oh, I just ripped my shrimp in half. Oh my gosh. Did you hear it? It hit the dock and bing, hit the aluminum. Oh, no wonder my bait thing was stinky. Had a pinfish tail in there from 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, I just threw off another shrimp. You know what? I'm not positioned good here. I need to move. Trying to get underneath there. Let's pull up past it like this. I'll have to fish out of the back of the kayak, but that's okay. I wanted to get it right up underneath the boat. Ouch. I'd be twisted around a little contortioned. but at least I'll be able to get it where I want it. I was trying to sling it back underneath there. Did you hear it? Ding! Hit the dock again. Oh my gosh, hit the piling. This poor freaking shrimp. Okay, finally got it underneath the dock, dude. Now let's turn around this way. Definitely on the wrong side. Back around. Okay, let's see here. Got me hung up. He's on there. There he is. There he is. Got him. He had me hung up. Another little snapper. Today is a, whoa. Tell me it's gonna be a little snapper day, huh? Here we go. See ya. Okay. Now let's move to a different dock. Got another one right next door. And this one I like to get on the back side of this one. But I don't know. Yeah. Just trying to figure out how I want to position myself to fish this one. A lot of ropes. A lot of, I bet they got dock lights on this one. There's 3 cables in the water. I lost a monster on this dock one day. A huge fish. Sorry, you getting seasick yet? I'm in the part of the intercoastal waterway that the boats can go fast. Okay, let's free line a shrimp down here and see what happens. See if we can hook a big one. Oh my gosh, I looped it right through the, there's like a giant cable tie. I looped it right through it. I couldn't do that again if I tried 100 times. I got it off though. I hear an osprey in the distance. It's my favorite bird. Oh, I see him. He's sitting way up there in the Australian pine tree. Fish on, fish on. There we go. Fish on, baby. Dang it, dang it. Today is the day of small snappers, apparently. These little guys will get you. I'm gonna put a weight on. There's current is really moving pretty fast around this dock. And also my line is frayed. I'm gonna put a split shot on because I'm pretty sure they have dock lights here. They got cables that are going down in the water. I'm gonna put on a pretty good size crimp weight, probably 1/8 of an ounce. And I'm gonna retie a little bit here on my hook because I got about 3 or 4 inches of just a little bit of a fray, but if I lose a big fish, and I'm not gonna be happy with myself. And you know, it only takes not even a minute to retie a hook, you know, if you've had a little bit of practice at it like I have. It doesn't take long at all to retie. And we're gonna pull a split shot on here. A little crimp weight to keep it down on the bottom. Or help it to stay positioned a little better in all this current. Okay, that's what the new rig looks like. It's got a big crimp weight on it. There could be a monster hanging out under this dock. I think I'm getting a hit. I am. That's a snapper though. Yeah, that was a snapper hit there. Definitely a snapper. It's funny how you know, I lost a monster fish here one day. And so, you know, these docks where you catch fish and you lose fish through the years, oh, yep, he's tangled up in something. He's definitely tangled in something down there, but I got him. I don't think he's gonna come out. He's all wrapped up. I felt him on there. Felt like a decent sized snapper. Yeah, he's hung up good. Oh, he's on a rope. Oh, I lost him. All right, let's go over there, and if it's not an electrical cable, which it is an electrical cable. You see how it's hooked through there? Is it hooked through or wrapped around? I can't tell. I think it's just wrapped around it, but I'm not going to take a chance because it is an electrical cable. We're just going to pull our sinker up, cut that dude off. Well, darn it. Okay, that's a little discouraging. That was a good fish. I had him for a second. So we got snappers down there. Now that I put the weight on, I'm getting hit by snappers. Oh, I lost my big weight. Darn it. How'd that happen? I always keep a lot of different sizes of crimp weights. Oh man. Mom used to always tell me, you're gonna ruin your teeth. You're gonna ruin your teeth. I have all my teeth. And I have my wisdom teeth. Age 63, I haven't ruined my teeth. We are pretty close to the dock here, but this water's a little bit deeper. Darn it, dude. Okay. Getting re-rigged. Another big shrimp. Let's see if we can pull us a snapper out of here. Snapper or a snook or a red. I'm so close to the dock. But there's snappers down there. There's definitely a snapper that I just lost. I think I might be too close to the dock. Be patient here for a second. This fishing trip started off with a bang. That's a good hit. That's a, oh dude, he dropped it. That was a good hit right there. He got it. He switched out my shrimp for some grass. One more shrimp on this dock and then we'll move. I forget, how many keeper mangs do I have? 2 or 3? I think I have 2. Just hit my shrimp right up against the piling. I'm literally 7.5 feet away from the dock and I hit the piling. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a fish on. Oh, I lost him. Dang it. That was a good one. He was right up against the piling. I didn't want to force him. Darn it. I hit the piling again. Donk. All right, let's see if we can get another snapper here. We got some hungry, oh my gosh, guys, look at that. I just dropped it down there. We got hungry snappers. There's a bunch of slimy grass stuff down under this dock. Keep getting it on the hook. Man, I love these hand-picked shrimp. These are all decent sized shrimp. There's nothing more frustrating than ordering hand picks and you get a bunch of little regular sized shrimp. One time at the bait shop, a girl did that to me. I'm like, those are not hand picks. I'm like, I'd appreciate it if you would hand pick me some nice shrimp. She got all irritated with me. I'm like, you know, you're gonna charge me for hand picks. Give me some nice hand picked shrimp. Oh, guys, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. That's a good one. This might be a drum. This might be a drum. Nice fish. I hope it's not a big catfish. It's a good one. It's a good one. Dude, he's not pulling like a catfish. Oh, it's a foul hook no, it's a stingray. Doggone it, man. I ain't caught a stingray in a long time. This little guy. Best way to unhook these is you gotta keep them upside down. That way they can't get you with their tail. He's not even hooked in the mouth. See ya. All right, another species. That was weird. I pulled back, I thought it was hung on the bottom. And then I'm like, I got something. I got something. Now we're getting some action on the dock. Not gonna spend much more time here. If I don't get a keeper here, we're moving on. I think on the way to the next dock, I'm going to take a moment and re-rig. Oh, that was a good hit. I just had a good hit. Pulled it out of his mouth. Either that or he got the bait. He got my bait. That was a good hit. Oh, I don't know. I got 3 feet. I'm not going to re-rig just yet. That was a nice hit right there. I'm not going to quit on this dock just yet. That was he just boom, took that whole shrimp in one bite. Could be another keeper snapper. Got him. Whoa. He's everything but a keeper snapper. Definitely not a keeper snapper. Okay. Next dock. I don't know if you guys are having as much fun as I am, but I'm having a good old time. I'm having a great time. All right, let's kick it up to high speed. Got a little piece of stingray skin on the hook. It's a beautiful day. I still got probably 3 dozen hand picks in here. I'm gonna hit this next dock. Actually, I'm gonna hit this dock right here. I don't think I've ever caught anything on this dock. It's a little dock. I don't think it gets much current flow, but it has good shade. See how low it is? Yeah, I don't think there's much current here, but we'll try it. You know what I need to do? I need to double check, make sure my mic is still connected, check the battery. Yep, we got plenty of battery, and the mic is still connected, so that's good. Means you guys can hear me loud and clear, right? Okay. Shrimp, shrimp. Get us a shrimp, shrimp. Looks like a good redfish dock to me, man. I can make a good cast, I'd feel better about it. Maybe I should have taken my weight off. Nah, we'll leave it on, see what happens. Something chasing a little minnow. house up here, the dock, this house, you guys can see it. It's beautiful. It's in just a entire canopy of oak trees. It's surrounded by oak trees. Beautiful, but I wouldn't want to have that house because of the storms. I mean, I bet their insurance is, they might not even be insured because they have so many oak trees around their house. I'm gonna take this weight off here at this dock. Seaweed does not taste good. Just free line it. No reason for a weight. There's no current here. Never caught a thing on this dock. I fished it 4 or 5 different times. But it always looks so good, you know? Just can't pass it up. Got some rocks up by the shore. Nothing. Not a thing. It's got to be because there's just not current flow there. Okay, next dock. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time there. Now this next dock coming up here, I know was holding some mangrove snapper the other day. It was a broken down dock. I didn't fish it very long because I think from the hurricane there was just a bunch of stuff under the dock I was getting hung on. But there were some snappers under it. So we're gonna give it a shot here. We're gonna pick out the shady part of the dock. Yeah, it's looking good, looking real good. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Got it way under there. All right. My redfish dock is not very far from here. It's just crazy. It's like that first dock was just on fire. I wonder if it was just like the peak of the major feeding period or something, because should have had a hit already. Made a really good cast into that dock. I should have had a hit. Get you guys adjusted right. Get out here and you catching all these little fish. You got to be ready for a big one, man. There's some big ones that hang out under these docks sometimes. One thing I've never caught around this row of docks is black drum. Caught them at the bridge. Never caught them at this row of docks, so. I haven't got a hit here. This is just stupid. Oh, I did have a hit. He stole my shrimp. He stole my shrimp. He stole my shrimp when I was talking. I'm not paying attention apparently. I think I need to give these guys some fresh water. They don't look like they're feeling too good in there. I love this little bait bucket. It's like perfect for kayak fishing. Fits right here in the front. Okay, got a little shrimp on here. Here we go. Never even felt whatever that fish was. He was Mr. Sneaky Sneaky, man. Ah, I lost that one. All right, I think I found some snappers. I lost that one. Need to get a little closer. Oh, just lost one. I think I found where they're hanging out. It's a dead shrimp. Sun's coming out. I got cakes on the griddle. Oh yeah, we found the snappers. Oh, he got me. You know what? A bunch of snappers up there. I'm gonna put on a little piece. I'm just gonna break the shrimp in half. It's actually a dead shrimp. They're hitting really good. Just put a little piece on there and see if we can get them on a little piece. The other day I had 4 dozen shrimp. Towards the end of the day I started breaking them off in pieces, and I was catching snappers like crazy on little pieces. Like that one. Lost him. It's funny how my plan was to throw the voodoo shrimp, but live shrimp works so good, man. Dang it. Are these fish that small that I'm not getting them? Just missed that one. I'm gonna bury the hook in this one. We need to catch a limit today. 5 dozen hand-picked shrimp. We need a limit of mangrove snapper. There we go. Fish on. Yeah, he's not gonna be a keeper. He's not a keeper, but we got him. How long has it been? Are you guys bored stiff? Been a little while, right? Finally got one. Ah. You know what? I think what we'll do, maybe I'll just run over to my redfish dock. We'll throw a hand pick under there, see if we can get a redfish. Liven things up a little bit. These little snappers. I want to catch a limit of mangs today. Is definitely my goal. So what, I just have one snapper down there? Now he's not hitting. It was one snapper stealing all my shrimp. I caught him and now I'm not getting any hits. Bet you that's what it was. Yes. I would love to catch a keeper redfish today. Guys, I'm not getting any more hits. It was one flipping snapper under there. There he is. Oh, he hung me up. He's still on there. Got my little shrimp down here. Okay. Come on, fish. This dock got totally wrecked by the hurricane. Look at the boat lift is all messed up. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good fish. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, that's a keeper, baby. That's a keeper, Mang. Finally got another keeper. Number 3. Solid fish. Put him on the board just to make sure. He looks like he's 11. Oh yeah. Yep. 11 inches all day long. Heck yeah, baby. All right, guys. Another keeper Mang. I'm gonna bleed this guy. It'll keep him from flopping around too much in the boat. I just poke my needle nose pliers behind his pec fin and up underneath his gills, tear that tissue, and that'll bleed him out. He'll die quicker. All right, got him on just a half a piece of shrimp. So I'm probably just gonna start halving these shrimp until I get a limit. Actually, I go over to that redfish dock over there. I'll use a whole shrimp. I haven't caught any pinfish. If I had a pinfish, I would cut him up for bait, but since these bangs are hitting on little pieces, let's just keep breaking them in half. I don't know what I did with the other half. What did I do with it? Got my bait. Oh, there he is, fish. Oh, he came out from under the dock. Well, we're getting some bites now, finally. I first pulled up to this dock. I'm like, this is weird. Usually there's a mangrove snapper on this dock, but I'm fishing a different span. When I first pulled up, I was fishing this span. Now I'm over here. They're hanging out over here for some reason. I mean, you'd think they'd find it in either span, right? But they cleaned me out. Apparently not. Okay. We got 3 keeper mangs. We need 2 more. 2 more for a limit. Inshore Florida mangrove snapper, 10 inches. Overall length, you can keep 5. So there's, oh, that was a good one. Oh, he hung me up. So if you come to Florida to fish, you want to download, I say this every now and then, download an app on your phone. It's called Fish Rules, R-U-L-E-S. That is the recommended app for fish regulations in Florida. Florida Wildlife Commission recommends fish rules. And it updates whenever you open up the app. Oh, dude, that was a good one. Whenever you open the app, it will update to your GPS location. You'll see the little numbers going brrrr. It'll get your exact location, and it'll come up with the correct fishing regulations for the fish that you're catching. Now, I don't know about fish identification. I was talking to a guy that's just a little while ago. He's not from around here. He said he was catching fish and he was taking pictures of them and he was getting an identification on them from Google. But he said he caught a red snapper. I'm like, I don't think you caught a red snapper. Maybe it was a mangrove snapper, but I don't think you caught a red snapper. Not here. You might in Pensacola inshore or Panama City, Florida, but I don't think you're gonna get one here. Look at that guy. You know, I've been doing pretty good. I haven't been tangled, but somehow I got wrapped up here. You guys will excuse me. This thing is all wrapped up. I have no idea what happened here. Looks like it actually tied a knot. Now my hook is hooked on the strap of my kayak. Okay. Somehow it created a loop. There we go. Got it. Yeah, I need to tie a longer leader on here. I only got like 2 feet a leader. Oh! So I had a really very aggressive hit right here a moment ago. Felt like a pretty good snapper. We got 3 keepers. I want 2 more today. These little pieces of shrimp, I'm burying this 1/0 circle hook inside of these little pieces of shrimp. These snappers are hungry, dude. There's so many of them. They don't care if it's live or dead. They are getting it. Need to move over to the right just a hair. Got my bait. Must be some little snapper. I know there's a big snapper down there. I had a really very good hit, a very aggressive, hard hit. There's another big one under there. Come on, dude. Come on now. Hung up again. Bunch of junk down there. All right, let's go hit another dock. This one's just, I'm just feeding them. Must be little ones. I'm gonna check my battery here on the camera. 18.5% left. All right, well, that's enough to last for a little while. So this is the redfish dock up here. I'm gonna run up here real quick, put on a hand-picked shrimp, see if we can hook up with a redfish. Oh, I'm gonna switch rods. I'm gonna take that voodoo shrimp off of there because it's got a longer leader. This is just the perfect day for fishing docks. It's low wind, a little bit of current. The direction of the wind is keeping me pretty close to 90 degrees to the docks. Just couldn't ask for a better situation than what I have going on here. Okay, we're gonna take this voodoo off. Yeah, I had this idea of fishing that voodoo shrimp. It's so funny, like, I didn't give it much of a chance, did I? Where did I put my hooks? There they are. Oh my goodness, something, did you hear that? What the heck? It's a mullet. That is pretty cool. I'm sure the camera picked that up. I thought it was a fish popping the first time, but he must have launched way up out of the water and just landed. Smack. Sun's coming out. What happened to my clouds? Man, all of a sudden it went from like 80 degrees to 90 degrees. Tying on a loop knot again. Whenever I cut the tag end off on my hook, I usually leave about a quarter of an inch. I mean, I double check my knot, but I always leave a little bit of a tag end on there just in case it, you know, for some reason it slips a little bit. Okay, I got a pretty long cast to get up there to the dock, but that's where the redfish are usually hanging, right up in there in the first 4 spans is usually where the reds are hanging. So let's see if we got a red up here today. I usually catch them on this dock on cut bait, but we don't have any cut bait, so. I'm going to tell you guys something. I live on the second floor of an apartment building. A couple guys moved in downstairs from me, and they like to smoke pot. And they don't just smoke a little bit of pot. I don't know what both of them do, but I know the one guy smokes pot. And it is the stinkiest stuff. I mean, like 50 yards away you can smell it, but I have my computer desk right by my sliding glass door, and the porch is right there. And he sits out on the porch and he smokes this stuff, and it is the stinkiest skunk weed in the freaking world. And sometimes I'll be gone and I'll come home and I'll walk in my apartment and it literally smells like somebody's been smoking pot in my apartment. That's how much pot this guy smokes. I'm not a pot smoker. Years ago, but I've been clean and sober for like 25 years now. Pretty close to it. Long time. I haven't drank, haven't done drugs, haven't smoked pot, nothing. Learned my lesson. Stuff almost took me out, man. I battled with it for a while. I was hurting a lot of emotional pain and got hooked up with the wrong people, made the wrong choices, and oof, took me down roads. I am not proud that I went down those roads. I destroyed relationships and I don't know. But there's a Bible verse that says God works all things for the good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. And during that time of battling with all the addictions and stuff, I cried out to God for help. And my story is that He helped me. I know that He helped me. It's my testimony. And somehow, all of that mess that I went through, I learned so much during that time that I turned it around. I wrote a bunch of books and turned them into Audible books. And the good that came out of all of that addiction stuff that I went through and learned about was that I ended up making a whole bunch of passive income from books and Audible books that I made about drugs and alcohol. So God did, I have a friend of mine that says God never wastes anything for those of us who love him. Anyway, I have a good friend that, JC, you're a mess. You're just a mess. There's nothing good in any of us. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Every one of us, even the best Christian, the most wonderful one. Nobody is without sin, and we are all in need of forgiveness. I cried out to God in my time of addictions, and he met me there, and he helped me there, and he pulled me out of that pit, and he turned it around for good. Like I said, it's some of the very reason that I'm able to be out here and do this is all those many, many years ago, I learned how to make money on the internet, and I turned it around and I started publishing things about that world of addiction, and passive income is just continually making money. Every time somebody buys a book, every time somebody listens to an audio book, or they land on my website and they get audios, and yeah. I'm guessing my redfish aren't here, man. That shrimp was up there for a long time. Come on, Mr. Red, where you at? Got a circle hook. I'm just gonna stick this in my rod holder here. I don't talk about God often on my channel, or Bible verses and stuff like that, but every now and then I do, and you know, sometimes I'll film myself praying or whatever, but I'm definitely a believer. I don't think anybody could convince me. You'd never have a chance of convincing me otherwise. I've just had too many real experiences. Know that I know that I know. There he is. He's got it. Good hit, man. That thing just took off. Hopefully it's a red. You drop it. God, man, I'm on a piling. Thought for sure that was a hit. I eased back and I'm on a piling. It was a hit. It was a definite hit. My line just all of a sudden started going out. And when I pulled back on it, I was right up against a piling. Get another big hand pick and get him up there. Let's get this redfish. He's got a taste of shrimp now. He's gonna want to eat another one. Could be a mangrove snapper. Caught a giant mangrove snapper right here one day. I enjoy this type of fishing, especially for redfish. I love throwing lures. It's a lot of fun, topwater lures and spoons and paddle tails and everything. Fishing with live bait and cut bait is just a whole different experience. It's a lot more relaxing, right? That was a good hit, man. Dang it. I hope he's hungry for another shrimp. Shrimp. I said it in the video I published the other day. It's about 3 years ago. I found that there were redfish on this dock. I caught 2 of them. I came back here another time, I caught another one. And then I came back here the other day and I caught one. So in 3 years, I think I've caught 4 redfish on this dock. And they like to hang out in this 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 or 6 spans from the shore. They kind of like to hang out in this area for some reason. Dang it. Come on. Come on now. Oh, there's some little bit of bait up there. It's not. I'm going to put this guy in Rodney. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch out the battery on the camera. Since it's getting low. And I have plenty of battery power. There, see you guys in a little while. Okay, so I think I had another hit. I just got hung up on a piling. Got cut right off. That's weird. I didn't see anything happen. Maybe my shrimp just swam up around the piling. Kind of a little boring here for you guys. Just sitting here just watching me talk and fish, but there's a fishing channel I used to watch from New York. And he used to always put in his title, The Reality of Fishing. And I thought, you know, with a title like that, that pretty much just says you didn't catch anything. But sometimes what's happening right now is the reality of fishing. But I think I had a couple hits there. Throw another shrimp up there. I need to put this mangrove snapper in the cooler now that he's completely chilled out. And I need to make sure my drag is tight. I loosened my drag and make sure the line isn't wrapped around the tip of the rod. Rinse the snapper off. Double check my count. I think I've got 3 keepers. One, 2, number 3. Come on, fish. Yeah. Almost threw it over the dock. I just threw my shrimp off. I heard it land in the back of the kayak. Try a different span here. Couple spans over, let's see. Got to get something going here. This redfish could be anywhere, but I've always caught them right here. So let's hang out right here for a while. I'm getting a little hit here. My line's, either the kayak's positioning or I'm getting a hit. My line's, yeah, it's tightening up a little bit here. My shrimp swimming. I'm stubborn, dude. Like, I'm stubborn. Just because I know redfish like to hang out here, I'm stubborn. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yep, yep, yep. Just because I like to hang. Oh, gah! He got me. It felt like a snapper, though. Just because I'm redfish crazy, I'm just hanging out here, not getting any hits. And then I start talking about not getting a hit. I get a hit. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already paid. It's good advice that you just can't take. And who would have thought it's bigger? Life is a funny way. Just getting a little bit closer here. Too far away to cast where I want to cast. Like Spot Lock's trying to make up its mind. Some amazing technology right there. All right, well, what do you guys want me to talk about? I know you're here to watch fishing. You watched any good movies lately? I watched Top Gun the other night. One of the best movies of my generation, no doubt about it. Probably seen it about 4 or 5 times. Such a good movie. Patiently waiting. Okay, so I'm gonna move down just a smidgen. Couple of pilings here because just doesn't seem to be happening over there. Try a different span or two. Now, if I didn't know there were redfish here, I would have left a long time ago, right? But because I know, if you know, you know. Thing is I might just cut a lot of this out until I catch a redfish. If we don't get some kind of action here, I don't think I'm gonna make you guys just sit here and listen to me blab about nothing while I'm fishing. Of course, my testimony wasn't nothing. Man, come on, fish. This is what it's like when you fish for a trophy. Like a 22 or 23 inch fish, a trophy. One of my friends today was sending me pictures of bull. Well, I don't know at what point do you call a redfish a bull redfish, but he's catching like 28, 30 inchers today. Just wade fishing near where he lives. Come on, dang it. That ain't happening here, guys. Oh, there he is. As soon as I said it ain't happening here, I got picked up. Got him. That's my red. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's a good one. Good fish. Is it a red or a snook? It's a trout. It's neither. It's a big old trout, man. Nice. I'll take a trout. That's definitely a keeper trout. That dude's like 17-incher. Nice. Heck yeah. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Who used to say that? Surprise, 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 with a big old smile on his face. That will tell me what your age is. Look at that trout. That was a nice one. Put him on the board. Guys, that is a 16-inch trout. I'm going to put him back in the water, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I want to double check the regulations, make sure that trout are in season, and make sure I got the right size, because I know that generally you're allowed a couple trout. The slot size is 15 to 19, I believe, but we're going to open up the Fish Rules, R-U-L-E-S, app. We're going to check here. We're going to put in spotted sea trout. Okay, app is open. It's on saltwater. S-P-O-T-T-E-D, spotted. Lobster spotted, sea trout spotted. Okay, you're allowed 3. Minimum size is 15. You can have one over 19. So it's 15 to 19, and you can have one over 19. And what did I say he was? 17. So that is definitely a keeper. Beautiful, man. Oh, he's so gorgeous. He's gonna go good with my snapper. Give you guys another look at him. Since you've been sitting around listening to me talk for a long time. Nice trout, dude. I thought I had a redfish, then I'm like, no, it's a snook. And then he came up, I'm like, you gotta be kidding, it's a trout. So I'm bleeding him out. That's so funny, man. Just start talking about how I'm not getting hits and I need to move. Just move down a little bit and wham. Got him in a different span. Usually catch trout on the flats, right? But big old trout hanging out around the dock. Maybe he was just passing through. I don't think he's hanging out. Do trout like to hang out on docks? I don't know. Nice, nice, nice. It's the thing I love about fishing is you get out here and you grind and you grind and you grind. All of a sudden you start feeling a little discouraged, like I've been out here forever. I'm like not getting any hits. And then all of a sudden, here he is on the end of your line. Sometimes I'll be out fishing. People say, you catching anything? I'm like, no, not yet, but any second. Okay. We got 3 keeper mangs and a keeper trout. We'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Oh, that's a hit. Getting another hit. Feels like a snapper. Dropped it. Few mullet coming through here. Wouldn't surprise me if there was a big snook hanging out here somewhere. Oh, the frogs are croaking tonight. As my stepdad used to always say. He'd be sitting in his easy chair, half asleep. He'd lean over like that. He'd rip one. Frogs are croaking tonight. He was so funny. Come on, fish. Guys, I've been sitting at this dock for a long time waiting for a redfish and then catch a trout. The best thing about fishing is you get the surprises. The other great thing about fishing is like the fish that you lose and you just like for days you're like, I can't believe I lost that fish. And you're like, I wonder what that was, or sometimes you know what it was. But so I'm gonna move down a couple more spans here. Just because, you know why? Just because I know this dock holds redfish. Just be patient, JC. No reason to hurry. Guys, I've been, I've been wanting to invest some money in the stock market. I put a little bit in recently, but, it was like at all-time highs, right? I mean, even to the point where Warren Buffett pulled billions and billions because the stock market is so overbought. It was a pullback in the market, I put a little bit of money in and then it ripped up and I sold it. I don't use a broker, I do my own trading. I sold it, made some money. And it dropped back down and I thought, it's crazy now, with Trump and the tariffs and everything. It's the worst time for a rookie like me to be in there trying to make money. I sold like every position that I had except one that was losing money. I made money on every position, right? I kept waiting for it to pull back and waiting for it to pull back. And it wasn't pulling back. And so I started getting impatient, wanting to buy stock. You just don't buy the stock when it's skyrocketing. You got to buy it on the down days, the down months. So I literally put a note on my computer. Be patient, JC, because I was getting so impatient. I wanted to reinvest because I had made money. And I still had that thing on my desktop. Be patient, JC. I did reinvest a little bit today. But I don't know. I got some feelings about what's happening now that, I am no pro at this, but the market is still, it was at the highest highs, and it had a little bit of a pullback, 20%. It went bearish for a little while, but I honestly think that there's going to be another downturn from where we're at. It's starting to skyrocket back up again. It may test the high of the highs, but I honestly think it's going to roll back over because it's so overbought. Some of these, stock on these companies are actually worth, $40, $50, and they're trading for $200 a share. It's ridiculous. Something has to change. And I guess I'm saying all that is because fishing this dock right here is definitely a lesson in patience. wanting to catch a redfish. Okay. That's the thing about these uncut videos too, is you guys get to know a little bit more about your favorite YouTube creator. You guys didn't even know I was a stock investor. I've been investing in stock for quite a few years. It's always best if you can do it yourself. So much information out there now. You can learn how to handle your own stock accounts. You don't need a financial person. You can do your own study. It's called YouTube University. There's some amazing people that have stock trading YouTube channels, people that have been doing this for 20, 30 years, people who have been like analysts and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, they do it so that they can make money on their YouTube channel, but they're not trying to scam anybody. They're not, you know, oh, I had a hit. You can learn a lot on your own about trading stocks. Okay. I am over here. I am now towards the end of the dock. That's a hit. As soon as I throw it up there, I'm getting a hit. I think I got a fish on. Yep. There we go. There we go. That's another keeper snapper. Another keeper snapper, baby. First cast on the end of the dock. That's going to be an 11-inch snapper. All day long. Heck yeah, JC. Pairing them snappers up, baby. It's funny, like all those snappers are hanging out towards the end of the dock. I think it's because the current is moving out here. I hear a dolphin. Mangrove snapper are good at like using this little board for a launching pad. Yeah, you know what? He's like 10 and a half. I'm gonna let him go. Oh, we got a dolphin right here. Let's get this guy up back around the dock so he'll be safe. Yep. Mr. Dolphin just showed up. Look at him right here. He knows that I just threw that mangrove snapper up there around the dock. He just came right over here. Is he gonna scare all my fish away? Where'd he go? Huh. Yeah. Now he's gonna play Mr. Sneaky. He's gonna stay down like I don't know he's here. Well, I know he's here now. Might be a good time to take a water break. I've been out here drinking a sody, drinking a Celsius. Oh, that's what I want to tell you guys about the stock market. Since we're talking about the stock market, I think I may have said this on my channel before, but years ago somebody told me investing can be as simple as paying attention to your surroundings. So one of the stocks that I made a lot of money on recently was Celsius energy drinks. I got to drinking Celsius energy drinks a couple years ago. I was on vacation. My son-in-law had them. I drank one. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, that thing is delicious. Gave me a nice energy kick, you know. So a couple years I was drinking Celsius, and then I'm like, you know, I remember that person told me about picking stocks. All of a sudden I'm seeing like lots of people drinking Celsius. I go in the store and there's Celsius. So, fish on. There's Celsius everywhere. Oh, that's another good one. Another good one. Are we gonna catch a limit of mangs here? Nope, it's a small guy. I started noticing that Celsius is becoming a very popular drink. Supposedly it's like healthier than Red Bulls, right? Still has a high content of caffeine, but it doesn't have a lot of the other additives that energy drinks have. So a lot of people are drinking them, and they're very good. And I found out that Celsius got distribution with Pepsi. And I went and looked at their stock, and their stock was down. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to make an investment here, and if it's a long-term investment, then maybe I can make some good money. In the short term, if it goes up a lot, I'll sell it and make some money. Sure enough, I bought it when it was down. It started going up, started going up, started going up, started going up. I'm like, okay, there you go. So it doesn't take a rocket science sometimes to invest in certain things. Getting a little nibble here. Feels like a catfish. He dropped it. And it's probably a snapper. He got most of my shrimp. I'd like to catch some keepers here. I'm going to break the shrimp in half, give him a tail, since we figured out we got snappers out here. I wonder where those redfish go in the middle of the day, because they weren't over there where they're normally at. Fix this camera angle just a little bit up. Can we get a limited keeper mangrove snapper today? It's always good to have a goal. Next dock is usually a good mangrove snapper dock. And then I can hit the little piece here. So, since I do my own stock trading, Celsius went up after a few months, and I went ahead and sold it. I'm like, you know, I'll just take my profits now, thank you very much. Warren Buffett said don't lose money. I mean, when it's going up and it's getting up there, why leave it in there for the big players? Guys, these stock market traders now, they can make a stock go up 20% in a day and make it go down 20% in a day. And yeah, my Celsius stock was going up and up. I'm like, no reason for me to be greedy. I'm making a lot of money here. And I sold it. And you know what? After I sold it, I never looked back. I didn't go back and look at the price again. I'm like, you know, I don't even want to know if it went up another $10 or $20. Maybe I'll look at it in 6 months and see where it's at. Because that's the thing about these people, these stock traders now. It's like it's a pump and dump. I'm getting a hit. Oh, big fish. Big fish, guys. Oh, dang it. Oh, that was a good snapper. Oh, that was the biggest one of the day. Oh, man, that was a good one. Dang it. These big institutions, they're sneaky, dude. They pump a bunch of money in the market. And then all of us, you know, regular Joes like me, we're like, oh, look at this stock, it's going up. And then we all jump in there and we buy the stock. And these institutions, they wait for, you know, it to go up and up. And then it gets up there and they're like, okay, we're just going to sell it all now. And they sell it all, and everything that we put in the stock market, these big institutions, they take it from us. Because that's what they do. They're professionals. So I wasn't about to leave it in there and let them do that. Oh, there he is. There he is. Got him. Got him. That's not nearly as big as the one I just lost. I just lost a tank. But we got some good snappers here. I lost a nice one, dude. That was a big snapper. Little bitty guy. I put a whole shrimp on this one. Been using little pieces. Oh, that was such a good fish. The fun of fishing is like, it's hard to get over the big one when he gets away, man. Sometimes it takes me days. I just keep replaying it over and over and over in my mind when I lose a big fish. And after you fish for a while, you learn how certain fish fight. Like I was saying earlier, you know, like, oh, that's a catfish. And a lot of times when I hook a solid fish, I'll know it's a redfish. And then, you know, if he jumps, I know it's a snook. Mangrove snapper have a certain way that they fight. They got my bait already. Little sneaky Pete's, man. I saw my line go donk. He got me. It is getting hot out here. Get a hit. What have we got here? This is not a snapper. Oh, it's a sheephead. We got a keeper sheeper. That's a nice sheephead, man. Yeah. That's a good one. Big old fat sheephead. We're getting a nice mess of fish, guys. I'd say he's going to be a keeper. Caught him on a little piece of shrimp. Let's see, he's got to be 12. Oh yeah, 12 and a half. Keeper sheeper, baby. And we're getting this good mess of fish here. People ask me, can you catch sheephead on circle hooks? I don't normally fish for sheephead with circle hooks, but I just caught this one on a circle hook. Trying to get a hook out of a sheephead, you need to hold these things away from your bare feet, because I dropped one time and those, see how their spines stick up? They're like needles. He poked me like right in my leg. Oh, it hurt so bad. But this guy's actually got roe inside of him. They should have laid their eggs a long time ago. How come you haven't laid your eggs? All right. Get out my bag. So we're doing pretty good, guys. We got 3 keeper mangs. We got oh, I need to bleed this guy out. we got a keeper sheeper, and we got a big old trout. We're getting us a fine, fine, fine mess of fish here. Gonna scare all the fish away. He's telling all his relatives, don't bite the shrimp. Oh yeah, we're getting us a nice bag of fish here. So I've been buying bags of ice. Past couple fishing trips. My freezer is full of deer meat. I got pompano and Oscars, snook, I got a lot of different stuff in my freezer. It's so full that I'm just in a small one bedroom apartment. I don't have a huge freezer. I put a whole processed deer in there and I got it jam packed with a bunch of fish. I don't have room in my freezer for frozen bottles of water like I usually have. Okay, yep. Just checking the battery power, make sure the microphone's still connected. And I want to make an adjustment on the camera so you guys get a good view. I don't know if I showed you, but that's where I'm fishing, right there in this span. Pulled a couple mangs out of there, keeper sheeper. Oh, there's a hit. It's nice that, oh, I lost him. It's nice that things have picked up here a little bit. I'm glad I moved out here towards the end of the dock for you guys' sake. Because must have been getting pretty boring there just listening to me talk. Feel like, you know what gets me? Yeah, just about every time I go fishing, man, is how many of these huge houses, they've got boats, and you don't see people, man. You just don't see them. I mean, don't they ever use their boats, or they just, maybe it's their vacation home and they only come here during the winter. Okay, come on, fish. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe we'll try and get one more fish off of this dock. We'll head over to the next dock. I don't want you guys to get too bored with me fishing one dock. Oh, that's a hit. But, oh, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. You don't leave fish to find fish, JC. Don't even think about leaving this dock. You do not leave fish to find fish. No, sir. You're not doing it. I'm not going to let you do it, JC. That was a fine hit I just had right there, guys. That was a good one. I'm fishing with a whole shrimp now. I was using little pieces. I lost that big fish on a little piece, and I caught that sheep's head. But I just had a good hit on a whole shrimp. A whole shrimp gives you a better chance of catching a snook, if there happens to be a snook hanging around. My shrimp's not even close to the bottom, dude. You got to get down to the bottom. You make me. He is good and lively. I might have to put a little weight on here. Get him down there where the fish are at. He's swimming all over the place. up top. We don't want him to do that. We want him on the bottom where the snappers like to hang out. The snappers, the snook, and the sheephead, and the redfish. Put a very small, I had a crimp weight right next to me. That shrimp was just swimming all over the place on top of the water. Oh, I lost him. I got a collaboration I'm doing Saturday. I also have a trip planned in June that I am really looking forward to. It's a bucket list fish that I'm going to fish for, and just different circumstances, the way things have worked out on the YouTube channel, fishing channel here. I'm gonna be able to go fish for this particular fish. Hopefully the weather's all right. Got an invitation to go out fish on a boat, but the person that kind of gave me an invite to come to this particular city, they know some areas where I can catch this fish that I'd like to catch. So they said that they would point me in the right direction. So I'm excited about that. That trip is like 1 month away. I'm gonna fly in, stay in a hotel for a couple days, rent a vehicle, fish on. Oh, he got off. I didn't even know he was on there, dude. There's a bunch of snappers under this dock. I can't believe he got my bait. He just grabbed it and took off with it. He got me. He got me. Having a good time. I haven't caught a keeper snapper on this dock yet. I know I hooked one a little while ago. I got the sheephead and I got the trout. I have the shrimp head on there now with a little bit of the body. Been down there for a while. I bet they stole my bait. No? Didn't want that little shrimp head, huh? That was a strange noise. The heck is that? Oh, it's just the waves. Some big waves coming through here. It's gonna make me seasick. All right, got a question for you guys. What do you think about the Sea-Doo, the Fish Pros? Y'all know why I'm asking, right? I think it would be fun to have one. Could get out and do some different kind of fishing. Be an expensive investment. My problem is I live in an apartment complex. Got to have a storage facility big enough to keep a sea-doo in. Why am I not catching these snappers? I got a little piece of bait on there. I should be catching these snappers. I had several hits. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Okay, things have kind of cooled off here. I'm gonna go over to a different dock. I mean, I'm getting hits, but I haven't pulled a keeper snapper off of this dock yet. So we're gonna make a move. You guys see old Glory waving up there? Proud to be an American. Good friend of mine, he says, JC, you need to design some merchandise that has a flag on it. This dock over here usually has mangrove snapper on it. Just have to do a little adjustment there. There we go. Make a run over here and see what happens. I imagine I probably look like I'm very dark skinned right now. I didn't even think about the sun is shining like right into the camera. Can't do much about it. It's just the position, the wind and the direction of the current. Actually can't do anything about it. This is usually a good dock for mangrove snapper. I'm gonna throw a whole shrimp up there first. You never know if there's gonna be a big snook or a redfish hanging out in there. There are a bunch of weeds, I know that. Looks like somebody pulled a bunch of, oh, there's a hit. Pulled a bunch of weeds from their house. That's a nice, I had me hung up in something down there. That was a good fish. That was a nice fish, first cast. It's a bunch of weeds. Looks like somebody weeded their yard and they just threw it all in the water. There's like a huge pile of weeds up there. I gotta reposition. I cast better when I sling from right to left. I have a hard time, yeah, like a forearm. Oh, that's a hit, that's a hit, that's a hit. Ah, pulled it out of his mouth. Yeah, this dock has got snappers and they are very active at the moment. Let's see, take a look at what we got going on here. Lots of, I've thrown 2 whole shrimp up there and they just got whacked. Very aggressive hits, so let's get them. Let's catch a keeper snapper, baby. Sneaky, sneaky little guys, sneaky little guys. Might have to start putting little pieces on. Got him. Oh, dang it, dude. Why am I missing these fish? can't get it. Only thing I can think is they're just little bitty guys. That cast didn't make it under the dock. Let's see if they're out away from the dock at all. You know, it'd be a lot shorter cast if I just cast under this. Just cast under this boat right here. There's probably some snappers hanging out right there. So this is what it takes to create a 10-minute video on YouTube. All right, I've probably been on here 3 hours now, maybe longer. Bought 5 dozen shrimp. And if I made this just a wham, bam, 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 bam video on YouTube, I would consolidate it all into like 10 or 15 minutes. But yet, you know, it will take hours. There we go. It'll take hours to get out here and catch these fish. And all you guys, you see the fish catches, how we rig, and the spots that we're fishing in. And that's the benefit that you get from a 10-minute video, right? Come on, buddy, I want that hook back. Little mang. See ya. We had some aggressive fish feeding up here. I don't know. That guy had it hooked pretty deep. Don't know if he's gonna make it. Amazing how they get that circle hook way down in there. Yeah, I started out this video like, oh, these docks always produce keeper mangrove snapper, and we have gotten 3 today, but gone through a lot of shrimp to get 3 keeper mangrove snapper, you know? Okay, I might have to take a different approach to this dock. There's so much grass on these pilings, I can't get it back up underneath the dock where I want to get it. I could try a different area. Let me try on the other side of the piling. See what happens here. I'd rather be in the heart of the dock. Maybe I'll go out on the outside of the dock and try it, but I usually get them when I'm on this inside corner right here. I'm going to try and ease up there a little bit closer. Cast differently. The thing about this spot lock is, I wish this thing, when you push the button, I wish it would spot lock right where you push the button. Instead, you push the button and then it moves back like 10 or 15 feet from where you actually wanted to anchor. See, I had to pull all the way up on the dock to get it to anchor right here. So, yeah, I had a hit. Yeah, it just moved back like 8 feet from where I pushed the button. I want to try and cast it right over there. Trying to get positioned so I can cast it right up in there. Like that. Woo! Like the tilt-a-whirl. You guys getting sick yet? Oh, just had a good hit. Fish. Oh. He got my bait. Felt like a tiny snapper. Well, what am I going to do from here, man? Been out here a long time. This is probably getting to be a pretty boring video for you guys that are hanging in there and still watching it. Darn it, this thing just, spot lock just moved all the way back to where it was spot locked before, and I moved it way up there. Snapper, snapper, snapper. Bunch of snappers. There he is, there he is. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Still too small. Today is the day of the small mangrove snappers. See ya. And I just don't know what to do to make it any different. I mean, tug is the drug. It's fun to catch little fish. But the goal is to have a limit of mangrove snapper, man. Oh, I just hit the dock. Okay. I think we got snappers over here, guys. I think we got snappers. Snappers. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a nice fish. Oh, he's tangled. He's tangled in something. Come on. There he is. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. There we go. Number 4. Ha ha. Nice. Heck yeah, baby. All right. Definitely a keeper. Number 4. My goal is to get 5 today. Sorry this video is so long, but hey, this is an uncut video. The reality of fishing, right? Oh yeah. 11 inches all day long. Heck yeah. Take it. All right. That is mangrove snapper number 4. We are going to do a little dispatch on this guy. Bleed him out. Ow! Dang it, he got my finger. Look at that. Man. Ah. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your eardrums out. Man, he got me so fast. I don't even know how that happened. I was like trying to bleed him out, dude. He buried his fangs in my finger. Whew. Sorry. All right. That's keeper number 4. Keeper number 4. My leader's all frayed up. There's a bunch of junk down there. He was ripped. There's like a line down there in the water. It's a string or something. He was all wrapped around the string. Well, you guys, you saw the fight. You know I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus. Oh, that little sucker got me good, man. He's like, I am going to bite you with everything I've got. For all the mangrove snapper you've kept in the past 3 years, I'm going to bite you ferociously. I've noticed this about uncut videos, people that make long uncut videos. We start actually talking, like imagining what it is that the fish was thinking, as if he's has the intelligence of a human being to think that way. Put my little crimp weight back on there. This current out here at the end of the dock is moving pretty good, so I got this itty bitty crimp weight on. This one actually, I need to get another one. Well, I'd like to catch another keeper. We get another keeper, we'd call it quits. Guys, it's turned out to be a beautiful afternoon here in the past hour, so it's been pretty hot though. All this sunshine, but no complaints here. It's been cool. We've had current, plenty of bait. The fish have been biting. I mean, we had a little bit of a dull time over there trying to catch a redfish, but we did get a nice surprise catch with that trout. It was worth it. There's a fish. Oh, he got me hung up. These snappers like to hang out where the current's at. They hang out on the end of the dock. They don't hang out up by the shore and the mangroves. They like hanging out here where this current keeps moving good. I always laugh when I hit the dock. It's pretty tight quarters right here where I'm casting. I mean, my rod, I'm trying not to hit the line over here on this piling, and then I'm trying to cast it back underneath here. Tilt-a-whirl. You guys are on a fair ride. While I was talking and spinning the camera around, he stole my bait. What do you think? I don't know, maybe $4.50 a dozen, 5 dozen shrimp. $22.50 a dozen for 5 dozen. Is it worth it? Come out here and catch fish. But these are hand picks. They may have been $6 a dozen. It may have been like $30. for a dozen shrimp. Is it worth it? Getting some good hits here. $30 for a sheephead, a keeper trout, and we are going to get a limit of mangrove snapper today. There he is. There he is. Oh, I lost him. That was a nice one. That was a nice one. That may have been my keeper. My final keeper. Plus for entertainment. I mean, come on. Stay out here like 4 hours. You can go to McDonald's with your sweetheart and spend $30 and only enjoy it for a half hour. You can spend that kind of money and go fishing and enjoy it for like 5 hours or longer, or 3 hours, or I don't know. This is going to be a long video, guys. Uncut. It's probably up to 4 hours already. I wish I could just catch that number 5 so we could end it, right? Catch that number 5 keeper. I'm getting some good hits right here. That last one I had was probably a keeper. This one, I don't think I'm going to get one on this. The shrimp is real funky on the hook, and I didn't make a very good cast, so I need to rehook it, make a better cast. Bury that piece of shrimp in the hook. All right, this is the cast. This is going to be my note number 5, keeper mang, right here. No hits, no runs, no errors. Just need one more. All we need is one more. Oh, also, I was telling you guys, I showed you all the structure I'm casting around. Also, the camera boom is right in front of me too. I'm trying not to smack the camera boom every time I cast. I wish the kayak would just stay right here. It's positioned perfect right here. I can get right back up in there. Throw a dead shrimp, we'll chum them up a little bit. Guys, it's feeling like I only got about a dozen shrimp in here. We gotta make this limit of keeper mangs happen here. Freaking missed him. I know he got my bait. Okay, I'm gonna, one more bait on this dock. Maybe 2. And then we're gonna go hit a different dock. I have definitely worn this one out. We got one keeper on this dock, a couple little ones, plenty of bites. Just There he is, there he is, there he is. No, that's not the one. It's fun catching him though. Okay, it's my last little piece here. We don't get a keeper on this one, we'll go to the next dock. You know there's a big fat keeper under there. All these bites I've been getting bites consistently for half hour. I lost a nice one here. A couple nice ones. There he is. What the heck? I had a fish. Oh, look. Maybe that's why they're hanging out down there. There's some alive oysters. There's certain reasons they like particular docks, right? That's probably one of them right there. I need to put that mangrove snapper on ice. He's been laying there for a while. All right, that's it. Let's go to the next dock. We got to get another keeper, man. Fish on, fish on. That's my keeper. That's it. That's him. That's him. That's him. That's him, baby. That's my number 5. Biggest one of the day. Come on. That's a nice one. Oh, biggest snapper of the day. Finally. Finally, we did it. The misery for you guys is over. I got a limited mangrove snapper. That was worth the wait. That's a big one. That's a biggest one of the day. He's got to be at least 13 inches. Where all these waves came from. Nice, dude. As soon as I set the hook on him, I knew I had the biggest one of the day. Oh yeah. Good snapper. Heck yeah, baby. Literally on my last fresh piece of shrimp. Nice snapper. Oh yeah. 12 and a half. All right, there we go. Nice. Nice catch, JC. Heck yeah. All right, we got a limit of keeper mangrove snapper. 5 snappers, 1 keeper trout, and a keeper sheephead. 5 dozen hand-picked shrimp. Been out here for hours casting in these docks. Had a great time, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thumbs up are appreciated. Everybody, get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya. Subscribe or I'll send this guy out to your next fishing adventure.